Hello. I thought I would share a little knitting trick with you that I've used for many years. This is very useful when you are increasing stitches and you have to go to a certain amount and you have a lot of stitches, but you don't want to keep counting them all the time. So this is a shawl that I'm working on, and the increases are coming down at this end. So I need 136, I think. So what I have done is I put a stitch marker here, and I know that I've counted from this stitch all the stitches down to here, and I marked it, and that is 100 stitches. So I don't have to keep counting those. Now all I have to do is keep track of these stitches. So when I come to 36, I'll know that I have 136 stitches, and I can move on to the next portion of the pattern. So that comes in very handy because I cannot tell you how much time I take from keep repeating counting stitches, making sure I get them right. So a lot of times what I'll do is when I get to like 50 stitches, I'll place my marker. And then when I get to 100, I'll place my marker, depending upon how many stitches you have to go on. Another thing that I do, since for this particular pattern I am making a stitch on one side and then on the other side I'm just knitting. So to keep track of that, on my stitch marker, I know when I'm looking at the front of it, I need to make a stitch. And then when I turn it and I'm going backwards and I see the back of the stitch marker, then I know that I am not going to increase any stitches. So that comes in really handy if you are especially when you come to a long length and you're just knitting and you're not really thinking about it. So those are two little tips I have for you. And by the way, this yarn is Ba yarn. It's La Jolla, and it's in the Dragon Tail colorway. It's really pretty. And of course, that is one of my cupcake stitch markers. So every month I will be coming out with another tip, maybe even a couple times a month. We'll see how it goes. But that's the tip for this month.